All right, what's up, guys? Scotty Moe here with Megavisions, and we are talking to Sam. And we just played Turbo Overkill, but Apogee is back. They've been around for a while. Why don't you tell us a little bit about Apogee, what you guys have done before, and why you're coming back?
Yeah, so Apogee started a very long time ago, publishing games way back in DOS. Back then it was run by Scott Miller. Now there's a lot more people involved with it now. I first heard of Apogee when I was about 5 years old, and I was playing games like Monster Bash, and then moved on to games like Rise of the Triad. And they have taken a bit of a break, I think from 2013, and yeah, they just recently come back and have started publishing indie games. And yeah, it's just been non-stop ever since they announced last year that they're back in the game, and it's just been
very cool. And it seems like Turbo Overkill, a lot of companies have started to flock back to like Duke Nukem 3D style, like what Ion Fury did and things like that. So tell us a little bit about Turbo Overkill, how you, it's essentially Blade Runner mixed with Duke Nukem, mixed with some other stuff. So how did you decide upon like that theme of just the neon, drenched in neon colors and things like that?
Yeah, so I guess it started with, I was making a lot of early prototypes back in 2019, and I wanted to just get all of the concepts I liked from first-person shooters and put them into one game. And I was experimenting with, at the time, sliding mechanics like Apex Legends. I loved the hell out of that game, and just the momentum of movement and sliding. I was like, okay, I want to put sliding in this game, but if you slide into monsters, you need to be able to kill them, right? I was like, okay, well, I need to explain why this happens. So I was like, oh, let's put a chainsaw today and see how that looks. And it's like, from there, it kind of just evolved into Cyberpunk, because, augmentations, body modification is quite a big theme of Cyberpunk. I was like, okay, this is the way to go. And from there, I just took all the inspirations that I loved, like Blade Runner was a big one for me, other things like Judge Dredd. Just put it all into one package, and it's kind of
very cool. I did check out the campaign, and it is I especially like the vending machines that essentially talk to you. Kind of a little bit of BioShock it reminded me of in that regard, but I like the upgrade system. What made you go with like, let's just do vending machines rather than, how did you decide upon that?
So it was sort of late in the game that we were like, okay, we need to put a currency in to try and allow the player to purchase more augmentations for their body and allow to modify the way they want to play the game, right? So we kind of figured, okay, so if we want to put some kind of progression in, then we want to put like a currency into the game. And throughout the game, we were like, okay, we need shops like vending machines or vendors. I basically settled on vending machines because I felt it was a bit more like, if you were to run up to a event, like somebody selling you stuff and you were to shoot them, then obviously you can't buy stuff from them anymore, right? But if it's a vending machine and you shoot it, and it doesn't matter because it can't die. But mostly adding that system in was just to allow players to work towards, modifying, adding modifiers to the game that will change up how it plays. And it was actually, those vending machines I was inspired a lot by BioShock for the way they look. Even the way they speak to you, like, you have the circles of values. That was a big inspiration for what kind of made me want to put those in. Because, I love the hell out of BioShock.
Very cool. And there's also not just like corridors and nonstop guys coming at you through the different hallways, but you have arenas kind of set up, things like that. So would you say, like, it's interesting that you guys kind of did that back in the day, and then Doom 2016 sort of brought it into that. Was that the inspiration or that, or were you just like, I just want a room to see some blood and guts? Like,
yeah, it was definitely like I put more time than I want to admit into Doom Eternal, so that was a big inspiration for arena combat. But I mean, like, I've been playing Doom most of my life. Like, I was playing it when I was way too young to be playing violent video games, and it was a big inspiration for me. Just the whole maze-like level design and open-ended level design where you can just go wherever you want. The arenas mostly came from Doom Eternal as a way to sort of test everything you've learned from the game, like in a small isolated space. So that was mostly the inspiration behind that.
Very cool. And when can we expect to see this out?
So it's actually coming out tomorrow, 24 hours from now. So April 22nd, it'll be out for early access. And yeah, from there we're releasing the whole first episode, so that's the first 8 levels. Another thing inspired by retro shooters, having episodic releases. And then we have episode 2 and 3 coming later this year.
Very cool. And that's on Steam, PC?
Yeah, right now just Steam, but we will be coming to all the main consoles by the time we get the full 1.0 out.
Nice. All right, well, thank you so much. Again, thank you, Sam. That's Turbo Overkill by Apogee, guys. Be sure to check it out.